Hello and welcome all to this talk about Sendcloud. Today we will have a presentation that will last more or less 20 minutes. Afterward, you will have 5 minutes to ask questions. So don't hesitate to scan the QR code now or later at the end of the presentation. So before to start really the talk, I would like just to ask you here in the room, just raise your hand if you have never had anything delivered to your home. Could be any kind of goods, could be at any place, like for your job, something like this. Nobody raised his hands, meaning that either everybody is still sleeping, please wake up, or you have already been active on the e-commerce, and clearly that is the tendency today. We see that there are more and more orders made on the internet, and well, in fact, the delivery part has always been part of the purchasing process of a customer. But today it's even more important, and with it come a lot of challenges. I will just list 3 of them. For us, it's of course, for us as software, but of course you as a potential customer, user, you will have to simplify the user experience, meaning that you will have to allow to make it simple for the customer so that he can easily order. So meaning having 1 or 2 options for the delivery is the best. Expand the offer, because today we are in a world that is more and more globalized. So it's important to be able to reach the furthest areas and with any carrier possible. And in the end, to save time and money for both you and your customer. Time, it means also having your product delivered as fast as possible. So that's why in the recent years, we decided to integrate platforms that will help us to make this integration of carriers. We had some years ago, like a few carriers, but we decided to make this offer far bigger. That's why we integrated Sendcloud. By the way, it's not the only integration platform we have this year. However, we will focus on Sendcloud because it's it mostly delivers Europe. Now we also have ShipRocket for India and StarShipIt for the Oceanian region. But what is Sendcloud exactly? So Sendcloud is a platform that will help you to manage all your orders, so all the delivery part of your orders. It means selecting the most appropriate carrier or combination of carrier, selecting, having the constant follow-up. So if you have to update your customer about some news, etc., you can do it. But also you can also have all the basic things that you could expect from a carrier, which is a tracking number, a label, etc. So, of course, I suppose that you're wondering what is happening today in Odoo 18. Well, we made big improvements last year. We almost refactored everything. So to be honest, this year there won't be huge changes. However, there will be some, and we will discuss them, of course. But I would like to take this opportunity to maybe show you more advanced cases, okay? So, in case it's the first time that you watch something about Sendcloud, I recommend you maybe to watch last year's talk first, because we try to go really deep into the setup, etc. We give a lot of tips and tricks. And if you want more information, you can of course watch the documentation just here. So as I said, we will go in more advanced cases, but I will of course go a bit quickly to the setup of Sendcloud and Odoo. So the most important things when you start is, of course, a part of your account, to set up your account, it's to enter your addresses. These addresses are the one of your warehouse. So please remember that your products leave your warehouse, not your company. Okay, you could have different warehouses located at different places, and so what matters is really the warehouse. So in terms of configuration of your address, it's pretty simple. Everything must be set. So here you have in Odoo on the left side, you see here the link to your address. You just enter all your details, And these have to be the same on the right side in Sendcloud. Okay? Most important thing, by the way, something that is quite frequent error is to with the contact name, you have to enter your warehouse name. Okay. So once you have your addresses, you will have to activate your carriers. So here in the left side, you have carriers that is available, and you see that you have plenty of carriers available. This is just for Belgium. If I switch, I could go, for example, to Spain and have another bunch of carriers. Now, how can I have multiple countries? It's based on the addresses that you have. If you have 2 addresses for 2 warehouses in 2 different countries, you will have 2 options here. Okay, so here I enabled PostNL, DPD, and bpost. So once we have it done, we will have to make the link between Odoo and Sendcloud. For this, I will come here in the settings and look for integration. Okay, I will just disconnect this one. So here you have a long list of other software that are also connectable with Sendcloud, but what we are looking for is Odoo here. Odoo native. Odoo, this one is from a partner. So just click on connect. And I will give a name, so Belgian Kitchen Company. And I will click on save. And here I have now keys. These keys, I will have to report them in my shipping methods here, delivery methods. I'll take the first one, and all I need to do is to copy and paste them here in the 2 fields. Okay. So for the rest, it's pretty common to all the other carriers. You have to select the provider, which is Sendcloud. It's an app to install, and you have to select the delivery product. But from the general part, that's the most important. Then next step is to click on save. To load your product. Okay. On my product, you will see that we will have here 2 options. The first is for the delivery part, and the other one is for the return. When I click on it, I have a list of more or less 10 options. These are all the options, all the carriers that I enabled. You see bpost, DPD, PostNL, and Mondial Relay. And for every carrier, you will have 1 or 2 services available. In fact, these services are the one you will see here in Sendcloud. It's shipping prices. Okay. So for example, if I wanted to select bpost, I just need to put here bpost. I select the range, the maximum range, so that I will load all the services available. And we see here we have now more or less 10 options just for bpost. What happens is that we, at Odoo, we just decided to say, okay, we'll take the minimum and the maximum weight, and we will handle it based on what you want. We'll communicate with Sendcloud, and we'll get you the best price. Okay. If you want, you can also activate some extra rules. For example, if you want signature or a delivery attempt, these are some options that are related to the carrier. And well, you see that here, of course, the price will vary. So for example, if I check for 10 kilo, it will be 5.96. For 10 to 30 kilos, 8.87. And if I add a signature, it's more or less 6, etc. So you see that the prices will vary. So, but what does it look like on the shop? I'll come here on my shop. I'm connected as a customer, and I will buy some pans, a kitchen set. So I just click here on Add to Cart and go to the checkout process. Sorry. You see now that the delivery methods are grouped with the delivery, which was not the case before. It was on the checkout page. Now you have to select them here, and we see that indeed we have our delivery at home, which is 5.96, the price we have here in Sendcloud. Okay, we can go. we can confirm our order and go for the rest. So we have here the reference of our order, and I will come in my web shop. Here, orders, and I have my sales order here ready. Okay, now, so in terms of configuration, it's pretty easy. Now I wanted to show maybe first some things before to go further. We have now what is something that is pretty new in Odoo 18, sorry. It's that we can now manage the availability in a broader way. So before, if you remember, just based on the country, you could say that one option was available or not. Well, this year we decided to make it a bit larger with this content. So now you can also filter your shipping methods based on the contents. For example, the maximum weight of your delivery. If it is over a certain price, you will exclude, for example, this carrier. But you also have, and it's pretty interesting, must-have tags and excluded tags. And these tags, in fact, are the ones that you will define on your product. So we have had tags for products for many years, but now today it's possible to use them to decide if you want to use one carrier or another. So for example, if I have here my pickup points, I have another shipping method, which is the pickup point, and we see that I filter on Belgium, and I would like to exclude all the products that contain the tag food and oversized, because in a pickup point could be too messy. So if I now come here on my shop, I will add, for example, my fruit basket, and if I go to the checkout process, I'll go straight to the payment process, the payment checkout. Why? Because in fact, there is no other option to select. There is only one option left. It was deliver at home. So you see that it's already possible to make it clearer for the customer which method to select. You won't have a long batch of delivery methods. You see here we had 5 initially. I reduced it to 2 just with the countries, and with the based on the tags, I limited in the end to only one option. Okay, and again, we can go to the delivery process, etc. But that's not the only option, and here is when it becomes pretty interesting, because we will now combine them with the Sendcloud shipping rules. In Sendcloud, you can come here in shipping rules, and you see that I prepared some rules. What is it? It is, if I open them, you could have, for example, many reasons to be willing to select one option or another, so one carrier instead or another. For example, if a product is far too big, well, some carriers don't accept them, and you have to maybe select another carrier. Or other case could be that you have specific contract with one specific carrier. You can, of course, enter them in Sendcloud. Here in carriers, you have a tab called My Contract. And so for bpost, for example, you would be able to load your contract from bpost. But then what is interesting is that you can, as I said, shipping rules here, say, okay, so if, for example, my parcel has this length, it is higher than 100, then I would like that my delivery is done by DPD. Okay? In Odoo, all you have to do is to activate here this option, use Sendcloud shipping rules. So now it's activated. And even if it has already been confirmed on the website, I'll come pick my order here, for example, my first one. Sorry, I will just have to do again an order. I'll buy barbecue. Okay. I do my checkout. Here I will pay. Again, there was only one option available, so I skipped that delivery part. And now I come in my e-commerce. My SO12 is here, and we have this product which is oversized a barbecue. Okay. So and we have here all the details in the sales order. So if I go now on my delivery, what I could do, if you know a bit Odoo, you know that it's not possible to put some dimensions on a product. So you can just say the volume is this, but you cannot say, well, this product makes 2 meters, for example. So what's possible now, it's maybe to put it in pack, okay? In packages, you have the possibility to put some size, okay? For example, this package has 120, which is far over the 10 I set here on in Sendcloud. So if you remember well, I had selected Sendcloud in my shipping method, but now when I put here my pack and I validate my order, you will see that I will be able to change the carrier, okay? So this is pretty interesting when you don't want to have a too long list of carriers available on your web shop. You see there was only 1 or 2 options. You just say, okay, for example, bpost, and behind, if you want to manage by yourself to change the order, you just need to set some rules in Sendcloud, and it will do the rest. Okay, so that's not the only option that is now available in Sendcloud in Odoo. If I come back on my web shop, we see that now we have, I will take again my kitchen set. Okay, I go to my checkout page, and we see that we have here this pickup point, okay? When you click on it, you will have a map and a selection, a long list of shops that are close to your house or your place, and you can just select the pickup points you want to have. So, for example, here I want to check this option. I just need to confirm and pay now. All you need to do in Odoo for this on your shipping carrier Sendcloud, you will have to activate the use Sendcloud location. In fact, by default, it's checked in when you select the appropriated carrier, which is a pickup point. Okay, I would like also to show you something that is pretty new. It's not released yet. Okay, it's not released yet. It will be released in normally 18.1, but it's pretty interesting. Is that now it will be possible to also select a pickup point from the backend. This can be really interesting if you have, for example, a shop that is closed for some reason, or that does not exist anymore, or the customer asks you to change. Well, you can easily now just select another pickup location. This is really interesting, and it will also help you to facilitate your orders if it's better for you. So let's come back now on our presentation. Sorry. Now there's also one thing that I would like to show you. Today it's also possible to manage the returns in Odoo. So if you remember well, we had here our delivery that was done. So for example, this product was delivered, and the customer in the end is not really happy with his product for any kind of reason. Well, there are 2 things you can do. So first, in Odoo, what you can normally do is just return your product, and just click here on return again. And in additional info, it is now possible to select a carrier, okay? And when you do this, you can just print the label and... Okay, I will select maybe another transfer. Okay, I return here. Select again my carrier and print my label. Okay, and here we have it. Okay, so the label and the tracking number, unfortunately, you will have to communicate them manually by mail to your customers, which is not really efficient. Unfortunately, it's too complicated at the moment to link Odoo with Sendcloud for the returns. However, what you can also do is create yourself a shipping portal in Sendcloud. So here, returns, you have here a portal. So what you can do, you enter your addresses, your information, and some options. For example, how you want them to be returned, if they have reason to return their product. You can also make it a bit brandy. So what I mean is that you have your logo that could be showing. And in what happens is that you will have in your return portal a link. What I did is on my website, I decided to just make a link here. Sorry, I will come back on my website. Here, just on my menu, sorry, I just enter, I created a specific page just for my return that in fact returns, that brings you on this portal. All the customer has then to do is to enter his postal code and his tracking number. Come on. I'm really sorry for this. I'll take another order up. Okay, try again. Okay, so you see here now you have just to select what product you want to return, which reason you want to return it, and in the end how you want to exchange it. For example, an item exchange. And here I can select now my pickup point. So the customer will have to bring this package to a pickup point. This is how I decided to confirm it. Once it is confirmed, you will have a label. So the customer, in this case, is totally autonomous. He can just create his label, return it, and inform you when it is returned. In Sendcloud, what does it look like? Well, we have here all the orders showing up. So for the labels that are created but not printed yet, they are not sent yet, but they will just appear here. And for the returns, same. They will be here in the overview, returned, and transit. Okay. So quick overview of what we saw. Now today it's possible to combine Odoo rules with Sendcloud rules to make it really easy to have the most appropriate combination of carriers to offer to the customer, and to adapt your prices according to your needs. The pickup point has been improved. Now we have this map that is showing up. I also invite to go to the next talk, which is about click and collect, because this map will also be used in this case. Also pretty interesting is that it is now also available from the backend. And finally, if you want to allow your customer to return the process, to return the product, you can create it either by Odoo or from a portal. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask them now. Okay. You can leave them on the pad, or maybe come to the website desk and we can discuss them.